Hi guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Angela. Happy Friday, fam bam. Happy Friday, or whatever day it is where you are. I hope you guys are having an amazing day today. Guys, I am coming with an important word that God would like for me to release. As always, guys, remember, any word that I give you or any other servant of God gives you, please make sure you're taking each and every one of these words back to God in prayer for confirmation. This is actually a word that we all need to take heed to, though, as believers, okay? But still, take any word that I give you or any other servant back to God in prayer for confirmation. Also, guys, I'm going to continue to encourage that you develop your own intimate relationship with God, okay? Don't rely on, don't rely on prophetic words. Be intentional about developing a relationship with God for yourselves, okay? Also, just getting to recognize the voice of God for yourselves as well. We all need to have an intimate relationship with God, all right? God really desires that, and I'm going to continue to encourage it, okay? So guys, I'm going to go ahead and read what God has given me to release, and then we'll go into it, all right? God was stating, guys, that some of you are oversharing with people you think has your best interests at heart. Some of you are telling people the plans of God, the promises and the things that God has been telling you and talking to you about in prayer. You are discussing those plans with other people, and you're also giving them very personal information as well. What is going on in your life. You're venting to people, and you're venting and sharing with the wrong person. And God was stating that some of you guys are oversharing information, and you need to be quiet. Guys, we have to remain quiet in this season. Many of you, God is elevating, and not everybody will be pleased that what God is doing in your life, and also what God is doing through you. And not everyone that claps or not everyone that smiles is actually happy for you. Now, I'm not going to say that because there are genuine people in your lives that are happy for you. But this message that God has given me to deliver is for the ones where you're oversharing, and these particular people are not happy for you. They're not in your corner. So even though you'll have people that clap for you, you'll have these people that God is warning you about that are not, they're clapping for you, but they really don't mean it. And in this time, this sensitive, very sensitive time where God is elevating many of you to the next level, and he's trying to do great things in your lives, you are going to have to detach from people that God reveals to you are not in your, they're not in your corner. Not everybody, has a genuine heart where they're actually, genuinely happy for you. And God was stating, guys, be quiet. You're talking too much. You're oversharing, what he's doing in your life. And we also have to remember that those are monitoring. Some of those people are monitoring spirits. Some of them are monitoring spirits. So they're trying to figure out what's going on in your life, what God is doing in your life, so they can report and give that information to do whatever in the kingdom of darkness, to try to delay and stop it. But you can't stop God's plan, but it can be delayed because you're oversharing it. You're oversharing what he's doing. Sometimes you get lonely, you get vulnerable, and you want to vent to people, but you have to watch. This is the time that I always teach about is wisdom and discernment. I always tell you guys, when you're in the presence of God in your prayer time, make sure you're constantly praying, you and I, for discernment and wisdom. Okay, so we'll know who we can trust, who God has brought in our lives that we can trust, that will support us and be genuinely happy, and who the enemy sends. So that's when discernment and wisdom come into play, okay? But God was stating that to be very careful of, what you're sharing. And, we also tend to get excited. We tend to get excited about what God is doing in our lives as well, and we share it. I'm guilty of it before I knew better. Before I knew better. But when you know better, you do better. So, even though you may get excited, you may want to share with somebody what God is doing and how he's moving in your lives. You have to be mindful. You can't share that with everybody, because everybody, unfortunately, is not happy for what God is doing in your lives. So, guys, God has really been speaking just about being quiet and stop oversharing in this season, because you are causing, you will and you can cause delays. And unfortunately, these can be the closest, and most of the time, it is the closest ones to you. It's the closest people to you that will not support you, will not support what God is doing in you, through you, for you. They won't support it. And it's unfortunate and it hurts. I've been there. It hurts when all you want is support. You're not looking for validation, but you want support. You want people to be happy. But when you walk this walk with God, not everybody is going to be there to support you. Not everybody is going to be happy for what God is doing. And some of those same people that you've been friends with or family, those are some of the people that you're going to have to let go in this season. It may hurt, but you're going to have to let go. Because those main ones, those friends, those family members, those are usually the ones who will not believe in what God is doing in your lives. They won't see the miracles that God is doing in your lives. And they won't see who God is creating, you to be, and what he's calling for you to do. They won't believe in your calling. Some people won't believe in it because they see the old version of you. They see the person before the refining, the person before the evolving, the changing, the growing. They see that same person, so they don't want to accept. Some people don't want to accept the new person because it makes them feel some kind of way. Especially if they haven't changed, or if they don't want to change, or they don't want to walk with God and allow him to change them and walk into the will of God, then that bothers them. That aggravates their spirit. Your light aggravates their darkness, And like I said, some people will be happy, but God was stating this word is for the people that are not happy. Also, God was stating, guys, that some of you are also being watched. So watch what you say. Watch what you post. You guys, God was also stating that some people are being watched. And again, those are monitoring spirits to take back to the enemy what you're doing. Watch what you post. Most of the time when I'm on vacation or I'm doing something, you see me when I come back. I'm back. That's not in real time. 99.9% of the time, it is once I get back, because there are people that are watching. There are people just waiting for your downfall. So God was stating, watch what you say and watch what you do. So make sure you're watching what you're posting, because you're being watched, guys. So pay very close attention to, what you say on social media, what you do, what you post. Be very mindful of that, and continue again to pray for discernment and wisdom, okay? God led me to Proverbs 13:20, guys. I'm reading from the NLT version, okay? It reads, walk with the wise and become wise. Associate with fools and get in trouble. you have to, in this, when God led me to this, he was stating, guys, we have to choose our friends wisely. You know, we have to choose our circle wisely. As when you are called and chosen by God, you have to be very wise who you have around you. That doesn't mean that you have an ego or you're better than anybody. You just have to watch your circle, because not everybody is on your side. We're not better than anybody because we are believers, but we have to choose wisely our circles. And the people that we choose to hold on to, it's very deadly to hold on to people that God asked you to let go, because you ultimately cause destruction in your lives, by delays, by witchcraft, by unnecessary warfare, because you and I can tend to hold on to people that God is saying to let go. So guys, choose your circle wisely. Choose who you have around you. Be very cautious of what you post, what you say, and just ask God to reveal to you. Hey God, reveal to me anyone who does not have my best interest at heart. Reveal them to me, God. Reveal to anyone to me that I need to let go. And just ask God to reveal it, and he will. He's a good father, and he'll reveal those, because he don't want you to stumble. He don't want you and I to stumble, and he want the best for us. And in order to do that, let's continue to communicate. God, show me that. Show me who don't, necessarily have my best interest at heart, and who wants harm against me. Then good. So God will, he will show us, but it tends to be those people that's closest to us. Think about Marian. They teased her and Aaron, the sister and brother of Moses. God, excuse me, his judgment on her was, I think, leprosy, because they were picking at him. They were jealous of him. So he punished Miriam. Then you have to think about Joseph, his brothers. So you see it's the people, his brothers, that tried to kill him. You see Job's wife, told him to curse God and die. It's the very people that is closest to you that can hurt you the most. I am a living witness. It is the very people that's closest to you, because everybody can accept what God is doing for you and in you and through you, So guys, God was really pressing about that in prayer time. So just be very careful and mindful of who you share your information with and how you move forward. This is an elevation season, and you do not you don't want anything to get delayed because of spiritual warfare and attacks, or the kingdom of darkness coming against what God is doing or trying to block it. Okay. So guys, that is the word today. I just wanted to come and give you this word of warning that God has really been speaking about. Take it back to God in prayer and just ask him about this word, but also ask him to reveal if it's anybody that you need to remove from your lives, and remove them with love. You don't have to say, well, God showed me. Just remove them with love. Okay. So guys, that is it. Keep shining. Keep being the light, because you are the light. Keep being kind, compassionate, and loving towards one another. Okay. Don't conform to this world or the wicked agendas of it. Do not allow them to divide us, but let's continue to walk in unity. Remember, guys, that we're all going through something. So be patient and kind with one another. All right. Be patient and kind, and continue to show, continue to show love. And that's it, guys. And thank you to each and every person. I don't want to forget each and every person who have sown into the ministry. Thank you guys so much. And I pray that God blesses your seed 100-fold. I thank you to all everybody who've been rocking with me from the start and all the new subscribers. I am grateful for you guys. Have a great weekend, guys, and a safe weekend. Okay? Know that God loves you unconditionally, and I love you. And until next time, we'll talk, God willing. All right? Talk to you later. Bye-bye.